Tuna time! Hi, all you healthy humans. Welcome to New Leaf Table TV. I'm your host, Chef E, and today we're making tuna casserole. So this is a healthy twist on a comfort food classic made with healthy pantry staples, fresh veggies, and a creamy, luxurious sauce that you can feel good about. So first of all, we're using 2 cans of wild-caught tuna. So tuna is one of the most protein-dense seafoods, offering about 22 to 25 grams of protein per serving. It's also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which is great for mood regulation and brain health. Tuna also contains lots of heme iron, which is the source of iron that is most readily absorbed by your body, especially if you're pregnant, ill, or low in energy. Also, I encourage you to look for wild-caught, sustainably caught tuna as opposed to farm-raised. We're also using 1.5 cups of bone broth. We're also using a couple tablespoons of arrowroot powder, as well as cassava flour pasta. We're also using a whole chopped up onion, 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. These are gonna be great for your gut and help with energy and mood. We're also using 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. We're using frozen peas and carrots. So frozen peas and carrots are like a secret weapon in the kitchen. They're kid approved because they're generally more sweet. They're also frozen at the peak of freshness, so they often have more nutrient value than the produce in the refrigerated section. Green peas also have more protein per serving than a tablespoon of peanut butter. We're also using 1.5 cups of fresh cauliflower, some fresh garlic, some crushed up pork rinds to crumble on top for a little crunchy topping, some fresh thyme, smoked paprika, some hot sauce, unsweet coconut cream. So the coconut cream is actually the thick fatty layer that rises to the top of a can of full fat coconut milk. It contains lots of MCT oils. So MCTs are the fat that your body uses for quick energy, but not long-term storage. So it helps boost your metabolism. It's obviously also dairy-free and also contains lots of anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. We're also using Dijon mustard, some fresh parsley, olive oil, salt and pepper, and lemon. So let's get started. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. So first of all, we are going to cook our cassava flour pasta according to the directions on the package. These guys are going to take 11 minutes. So I'm just gonna boil my water, add my pasta, wait 11 minutes, and then we will drain our pasta. So I set my water to boiling. While that's getting ready, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my mushrooms a little bit finer. So these guys are already sliced, but I'm just gonna make them bite-sized so they fit good in a casserole. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and chop up your onion. Now I'm gonna mince my 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, and my water is boiling. So I'm gonna add my pasta and set on a timer for 11 minutes. Okay, while my pasta elbows are cooking, I'm gonna take a saucepan or a skillet. You want something with fairly high sides that is oven safe, because the idea is that we can add everything to this pan and stick it all in the oven. Now, if you don't have an oven safe pan, just go ahead and make your pasta, make the rest of your dish in this pan, and then add it to a casserole dish and bake it in the casserole dish. Now I'm gonna take a couple tablespoons of olive oil, add it to my pan, and heat my oil over medium-high heat. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions and also my mushrooms. I'm also going to take my cauliflower and do the same thing I did with my mushrooms. Just chop it up into bite-sized pieces. Now I'm going to add my cauliflower in with my onions and mushrooms. And lastly, I'm going to add my minced garlic. Now I'm just going to stir this together and let these veggies soften up for 2 to 3 minutes. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of my arrowroot powder. Just mix it onto my veggies and then let it thicken up for a couple of minutes. Give it all a good stir. Next up, we're going to go ahead and add our bone broth to the pan, along with our coconut cream. We're also going to add the zest from half of a lemon. As well as the juice from half a lemon. We're also going to add in a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of hot sauce of your choice. We really like Frank's, some dried thyme, some smoked paprika, and salt and pepper. Now give this all a good stir. And we're just going to let this cook for another 2 to 3 minutes to get nice and thick. Okay, our pasta is done, so let's go ahead and get that drained. Next, let's go ahead and get some fresh parsley chopped up. Now our veggie mixture is nice and thick, so we can go ahead and turn off the heat. Now I'm going to drain my 2 cans of tuna. Now I'm just going to add my tuna straight to my veggie mixture, and we'll break it up in a second. Do the same thing with your second can. Now I'm also going to add my fresh chopped parsley, my frozen peas and carrots, my pasta, as well as a cup of freshly grated cheddar cheese. Now, if you want to do this dairy-free, you can easily leave off the cheese and it'll be just as delicious. Okay, now I'm going to give everything a good stir. Make sure and break up your tuna so it is distributed evenly throughout. And if you find some big chunks of tuna in here, just make sure they're nice and broken up. Okay, now I'm gonna top my mixture with some fresh crushed up pork rinds. Okay, now this is ready to go in the oven. Now with my salad master pan, I can just pop off these plastic handles and my pan is ready to go in the oven. And now my pan is oven safe. So I'm just gonna pop it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 375 degrees until everything is warmed throughout and the cheese is nice and bubbly. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. Let's get our tuna casserole out of the oven. Okay, now we're ready to get our casserole plated up. So just go ahead and add some heaping spoonfuls to a bowl. And there you have it, folks, our tuna casserole. Thanks for watching New Leaf Table TV. Until we dine again, farewell, healthy humans. To subscribe to New Leaf Table's meal service with 4 new featured meals every week and easy delivery through your existing Amazon Prime membership, visit our website at newleaftable.com. And also, please like this video and hit the subscribe button to follow our YouTube channel. Okay. So this is a healthy twist on a comfort food classic made with healthy pantry staples. So tuna is one of the most tuna is one of the most protein-dense seafoods. That was kind of stumbly. So tuna is one of the most protein-dense fish. That is a mushroom chopped salad. I'm so out of breath. Okay. We're also gonna add the zest from half of a lemon. Next, let's go ahead and get some fresh parsley. Good grief. Now our vegetable mixture. Now our vegetable, as well as a cup of fresh, what is this? Cheddar cheese. Go ahead and just add some heaping tablespoons.